In this video, I am going to show you how I design my YouTube thumbnail using only my smartphone, alright? And the application I use is called Pixel Lab. So here's the application right now, and many people use Canva for their thumbnail, which is very okay, alright? But I use Pixel Lab to design my own thumbnail, and Pixel Lab application is completely free. You don't need to pay any amount for any pro feature, alright? So I'll be leaving the link to download the Pixel Lab application in the description of this video, alright? So let's get started. So here is an example of one of my thumbnail. Alright, so let me just tap on this place and let me show you everything I added. So here are the things I added to this particular thumbnail, and I designed this thumbnail on Pixel Lab. Alright, so let me quickly show you how you can also design your own thumbnail also on this Pixel Lab application. So let me just delete all this and let me start from scratch. So I'll be deleting this. Okay, let me just tap on this here. So once you open Pixel Lab, this is what you are going to see. So I can just tap on this text. I will delete this text because I don't need it. Alright, so I'll tap on this delete, then I'll click on this OK. So once I delete the text, the next thing for me to do is to change the aspect ratio. Alright, so the ratio of my design right now is in 1:1, and the ratio for YouTube thumbnail is 16:9. So I need to change the ratio. So for me to do that, I'll just tap on these three dots here at the top right. So I'll tap on these three dots here, then I'll click on this image size. Then I'll tap on this place where the arrow is showing, and I'll change this to YouTube thumbnail. Alright, so as you can see, this says aspect ratio 16:9. Alright, so I'll tap on this OK here. So once I do that, the next thing for me to do is to change the background color. So I have the color I use for my thumbnail. If you have a color you use for your thumbnail, you can simply add the color, or you can just choose any random color. Alright, but I prefer you having a particular color you use for your thumbnail. Alright, so that will help you to get more views by your subscriber, because if they see your thumbnail, they can easily identify it is your channel. Alright, so like I said, there's a color I use. I'll just tap on this place where the arrow is showing, then I'll choose the color. I'll tap on this color, and I'll tap on this color here. So I use something like orange or yellow. Alright, so this is the color I use. As you can see, it is more like orange. Alright, so it is not a yellow color, it is more like orange. Then once I do this, I already have my screenshots. I have the screenshots of my videos on YouTube. I also use that, so my thumbnail will look more beautiful. So I'll just tap on this plus icon here, then I'll click on this from gallery. So once I tap on from gallery, I'm going to wait for it to load. Then I'll tap on my images, then I'll click on Pixel Lab. So there's a particular background I use, like I said, just to make my thumbnail more beautiful. Alright, so I'll tap on this one here, then I'll click on this mark icon here. So I use this particular image here just to blend my design. Alright, so I'm going to reduce the opacity. So you will see that it is really cool using this. You might choose not to use this, and you might choose to use it. Alright, it depends on you. So once I add this, I'm going to tap on this place where the arrow is showing. So I'll tap on this place, and I'll click on opacity. This is the opacity here. Then I'll reduce the opacity to 17. Alright guys, 17. So as you can see, this is so cool. As you can see, the background, it is so nice. Alright, so the next thing for me to do is just to start adding my shape. So I'll just tap on this plus icon at the top left, then I'll tap on this shape, then I'll just adjust this with my hand. I can just, okay guys, let me leave it like this. The next thing for me to do is to change the color. Like I said, I have the color I use, so I'll just tap on this color. These are the two color I use. Then I use black and white also. Alright, then once I do this, I'll just tap on this mic icon here. Alright guys, so I can just place this here. Alright. Alright, guys, so this is perfect. So guys, let me also add, I'll tap on this shape I added. Then I love using shadow for my shapes. Alright, then I'll tap on this place where the arrow is showing. Then I'll go to shadow. I'll tap on this shadow, then I'll enable the shadow. Alright, I always love to leave this is the blur radius. I always love to leave this at maybe 6. Okay guys, so this is perfect. So I'll tap on this plus icon again at the top left, then I'll click on shape. I want to add a circle shape, so I'll just tap on this place where the arrow is showing for me to change the shape. So I'll change the shape to circle, then I'll just decrease the size and place it here. Alright, then the color will be black. it will be black. I'll change the color to black. All right guys, so this is nice. Then I can just tap on this plus icon again. I can start adding my text right now. All right, then I'll tap on this text. So guys, once I tap on the text, I'll tap on this pencil icon here where the arrow is showing for me to edit the text. I'll tap on this, then I'll click on the pencil icon again. So right now I can just write something like 30. That's my first text, 30. All right, then the next thing for me to do just to click on this A sign where the arrow is showing. So I'll just tap on this, then I can just go to this size, then I can just increase the size of this 30. I can say decrease the size. I just want to increase the size so I'll be able to position the text. I'll click on this position, then I'll position this. All right guys, so this is nice. So for me, the next thing for me to do just to change the font, I'm going to tap on this font where the arrow is showing. Then there's a particular font I love to use. I don't really know the name, but I'll just search it here. All right, okay, here's the font here. As you can see, this is the name, Greatarus Regular. So you can just go to maybe dafont.com to download any font of your choice, or you can watch any other YouTube videos on how to download and import font on Pixel app. But here's the font I use. Like I said, I'll tap on it, then I'll click on this OK. All right, so I'll go back to the size, then I'll decrease the size right now. All right guys, then I'll click on this position. I just have to position it so it will be more perfect. All right guys, so there's something I always love to use for my text. I always love to use italic for my text. So I just tap on this this B sign where the arrow is showing. So I just tap on this, then I'll click here where the arrow is showing. All right, I always love to let my text to be somehow bent. All right, so I'll tap on this mark icon here, then I'll click on this pencil icon to edit the text. So I can just maybe leave a space for the text. All right guys, so this is so perfect. So let me just duplicate the text. For me to duplicate the text, I can just tap on the text. All right, let me just adjust this first. Okay guys, so I can just duplicate the text. Like I said, I'll click on this copy where the arrow is showing. I'll tap on the copy, then I can just click on this pencil icon and click on the pencil icon again. Then right here I can just write something like let's say 30 best. Let me write best video. All right, I'll leave that. Then I can just decrease the size of this, and you can always decrease the size with your hand. All right, unless the text is so small, that is where you can simply use this position. But if the text is somehow big, you can always use your hand to adjust the text. Okay guys, so let me increase the size a little bit, and I'll click on this position, then reduce the move, and I can just adjust this like this. All right guys, so this is so perfect right now, as you can see. Okay, let me decrease the size a little bit again. All right, so guys, this is perfect. So I am going to duplicate the shape. I'll tap on this place where the arrow is showing. Then right now you can simply see all of the things you added. So I can just maybe lock some things here. I'll tap on this lock icon there. If you lock any object, you won't be able to move it. All right, I'll lock the background because I don't want to move the background. Then I can lock this 3. Then I think that's the only thing I want to lock. Okay, I'll lock this shape here, the circle shape. Then I'll tap on this circle shape here. This is it. Then I'll go to this place where the arrow is showing. Then I'll tap on this copy. All right, I want to duplicate the text right now. Then the shape rather. Then I can just maybe adjust this like this. All right, and I'll change the color of this shape to black. For me to change the color, I'll just go to this color here. All right, so if you want to be perfect in Pixel Lab, the only thing you need to do is just to play around all the elements in Pixel Lab, and you'll definitely get it. All right, so I'm going to enable the color, then I'll change the color to black because that's what I want to use now. I'll click on this mark icon here. All right, then I'll tap on my text, that is this best video text. I'll tap on this text, then I want to copy the text right now. I'll tap on this copy here. All right, then I'll click on this pencil icon at the top right, at the top left rather, and I'll tap on the pencil icon again to edit the text. So right now I can just write something like let me say video. Okay, let me say editing. All right, editing. So I can just adjust this right here. All right guys, then I would click on this position to position my text so I will have a good positioning. Alright guys, so this is becoming more perfect. Alright, 3 best video editing. So I'm going to tap on the background again, the second one here. This is the second one I added. Then I'm going to copy the background. I'll click on this copy, that is the shape. Alright, not the background, the shape. So I can just adjust this like this and place it here. Alright guys, okay, I don't know why this is doing like this. Okay, so I'll just tap on this position and position it right here. Alright, then I'll change the color to, I'll click on this color here. I want to change the color to white. Alright, let me adjust this. Alright guys, then I'll duplicate any of the text here. I'll click on this copy. Now tap on the pencil icon at the top right, at the top left. Alright, I want to write something like let me say apps. Alright, I'll click on this OK here. Then I'll change the color of the text to black. I'll click on the color and I'll change this to black. Alright guys, then I can just place it right here. I'll decrease the size a little bit, then I'll place it here. Let me increase the size a little bit again. Alright guys, so this is becoming more perfect, as you can see. Alright guys, so right now we have something like this, and this is amazing. So the next thing I always do is just to add something like my phone that is on the thumbnail. Alright, I'll just tap on this plus icon here, then I'll click on this from gallery. So I am going to be adding the, what is this called, the mockup now. That is my phone mockup. So I'll tap on my screenshots. It is always in my screenshots. Alright, so I'll just find for the any mockup here. I'll just look for one and put it there. Alright, so I think there is a particular mockup I always use. Okay, this is it. I'll tap on this as an example, then I'll click on this mark icon here. So the next thing I always do just to rotate this image, I can just put it like this. Alright guys, okay, this is becoming more perfect. Then I'll tap on the mockup again. I'll click here where the arrow is showing. Then I always love to use stroke. I'll tap on this stroke, then I'll enable the stroke. Then the color I always use is this color here, something like red. Then I'll change the width to like 6. Alright guys, so right now we have something beautiful like this. This is amazing. Alright, so in less than 15 minutes I explain how you can simply do this with Pixel App. I mean, this is amazing. Alright, so once you are done designing your thumbnail, if you like to the next thing just to save your thumbnail. Alright, so I'll just tap on these 3 dots here at the top right, and I'll click on this export image. Then I always love to use ultra, so I'll change the dimension to ultra. I'll tap on this place where the arrow is showing, then I'll click on this ultra. Alright, so it is very important to save your thumbnail or any of your design in Pixel App as ultra, because if you save as ultra, you are going to get high quality of the design you have designed. Alright, so I'm going to tap on this save to gallery. Alright guys, so this is saving. Let's wait for it to load. Alright, okay guys, so as you can see, this says image saved. Alright, so this is the end of this video tutorial on how you can simply design your thumbnail using Pixel App. Alright, so if you love this video, don't forget to subscribe to receive more videos like this, and don't forget to like, so YouTube will promote this video to more people, and I will see you in my next video tutorial.